my channel, Let's Talk Careers with Sarah. For those who don't know me, my name is Sarah Yusupov, and I am a career strategist, career coach, helping candidates like you grow in their career. Today I'm going to talk about how I turn down candidates at the interview. When I interview somebody and I am looking to fill a certain position, and to fill the certain position, I'm looking for qualifications and the experience. So majority of the corporate world, they are looking for specific qualifications. So that is a degree, a license, depending on the field that it is. So assuming it is a healthcare field, so they're looking for certifications and for licenses. If it is in education, they're looking for the same thing, education and license. So I had various times interviewed several candidates who had written on the resume that they have those qualifications, and that's why they've been called for an interview. So these candidates were basically, I'll tell you one example. I had a candidate who was scheduled for an interview. After looking at her resume, I was so impressed, knowing she meets the qualifications, she meets the experience, and let's go and get her on the interview. So she comes to the interview and we start talking, and I get to know her, asking her several questions, and sorry, I don't know why I'm coughing right now. So I'm asking her several questions, and now when it's time to actually have her for a second interview, I'm asking her to bring her credentials, to bring her transcript. This is part of the requirement, that if you say you are qualified, you say you have the credentials, now this is the time to bring it to me. The best thing to do to bring it on the first interview, but sometimes it's not necessary because I want to know more about the person. But when I went to college, my professor said you need to have a portfolio on the first day of the interview. So for those who know how to do it, know it, and for those who don't, I'm going to share it on the next video. So for that person who just had to come back for the second interview, she admitted, I don't have the transcript and I don't have the degree. So that was the first time I called the person is lying. Okay, so I explained in a nice way, if you would like to pursue this career, since you have the experience, you would have to go back to school. And by going back to school, you are still qualified for the position. And she admitted, it's not what I want to do. I don't want to go back to school at all. And I don't blame her. A lot of times I wanted to quit school also. So that was my first scenario. The second scenario was that the person who said, we've been interviewing and talking, getting to know each other, getting to know her career journey, where she's at, what happened in the past, and her passion, what she's looking for, because what I'm looking for is long-term employee, not somebody who is there to do it for a couple of months and then quit and then I'm stuck. So this person, I was interviewing for a teacher, and she had on the resume, she has bachelor's in education. So that was the first thing, that she was called the first person because she had the qualifications that we were looking for. And now I'm asking her to do the application. Before doing the application, I'm asking her to do the application in front of me, but at the same time I'm asking her to send me her degree. I need to see the degree in order to evaluate her if she's qualified for the job, because according to the resume she is qualified, but I need to see it on paper that she has the credentials. And unfortunately, she didn't have. So the way I just explained to her, for this position, you need to have those credentials. However, since you don't have that, I'm giving you a different option. So one option would be to take a different position that doesn't require the credentials that she may be qualified for, or she can just go back to school and earn her degree and then come back to me. I personally feel that sometimes those candidates are, I'm not judging them, but they are looking for a job. They need money, and I understand that, but you don't have to lie. You don't have to lie that you have the credentials when you don't. Another scenario was in a different position that the candidate said has a high school diploma, and when I said, okay, I need to see your high school diploma, and she said, I don't have it. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, we live in a society that requires degrees, that requires at least high school diplomas. So she needed a job so badly, and I said, I'm so sorry, but for this position, you need to have at least high school diploma. You cannot just work without papers. So other various times that I had people who were old, I don't discriminate age because I believe in their potential and I value their expertise and experience, that they can teach others to do the job as well. So I really value the old people. So at the time, the job position was on a third floor, but there was no elevator. So as I spoke to her and I got to know the candidate, I asked her how would she feel about going upstairs and downstairs frequently, because this is part of the job that will require her to do. And she said, I don't know if I want to go up and down. I'm old, I'm not really young or energetic. I would really need to know. I really don't know if I can do it. Now, the red flag that I had is just her admitting that she is old and she's not young and she's not energetic. Rule of thumb, never ever say anything negative about anything. Not you, not the company, not anything, not the position. And so I told her, okay, so if that's how you feel, you have a choice. If you feel that this position is for you, despite the physical condition that you need to do, then you get it. But if you feel that it's not for you, let me know now, because I need to find a different person to interview. That's the way. Sometimes I had a walk-ins who will come in for a job and they would like to interview. I do accept walk-ins if I do have the time, because sometimes I don't have the time and a person comes to me like unprepared, you don't have a resume, or you have a resume and I see, okay, you worked in a nail salon but the position doesn't require this experience. Not sure how to tell you how to turn you down. So I basically tell her, I'm sorry, but for the position you are applying for, you are not qualified. However, I do have a different position that is part-time, per diem, maybe you would be interested. And it's up to her to say yes or no, and that's how I do it. So I don't really say no to the face, because I value each candidate and I know they have what they need in order to grow. But if a candidate will tell me, I just need a job for the summer, then I would say, I'm sorry, I don't have a position that is that short. I need somebody that is long term. And that's it. They understand. So let me know how it went with you when you were interviewed by HR and how they turned you down. And I would love to hear from you. So, see you next time.